Hello, this is part 6.2.1, episode 29 of the level 19 compendium marks games. Unfortunately, there's only a few I found. I think I found only 4, but maybe there is something interesting. Oh, not here. It putting it here closes the hole. I think it would be better to put it here, and then if you want to go long bar or game over, then this all here, but objectively I think it would be the best to put that T here and then out to the left and just burning it, because there should be pieces to burn. But after this, any bad piece practically, any bad piece with no long bar after this probably ends the game. That was very lucky. And that's mistake, I think. Yes, that's mistake. Yes, it is. It was possible to go with this L immediately here, but this also is okay because it's too high, so there shouldn't be any problem. But now this L would be better here, I think, because it's totally clean and it wouldn't require this getting anything over this too high the second column. And there was again something wrong with das here. This das really has to be kept all the time. This rate playing all the time the same is very, very important. I think there's again no das, because this long bar should go here. But if there was no das, it's of course very good. And what's this? This should go here. I think I don't know if it's such huge technical mistake or very right. For sure a huge mistake. It should go here. And if it goes here somehow, I think putting this T here, I'm not sure, because it closes this line, there will be a hole, and this line, to open this line, there will be a need to open this point, and without burning these two lines, it's going to be really problematic, I think. Maybe it would be better to put it here or here to avoid this burning. Okay, fortunately there is a long bar and another misdrop. And what this does here, it should go here, I think, but this was a misdrop, I'm pretty sure. And this L here, it seems to be the best, but Then, because after this it's already 3 high and there's no burn, so maybe it would be slightly better to put it in this way. Yes, it would be better to put it in this way to have this opportunity to get the second L here immediately, like here, and then waiting this pattern, 3 high pattern. Everything's explained in previous parts. Yes, this would be better. This was again a meter, I think. This maybe it should go to the right. Because the best option would be, I think I would try a quick tap here, but because this is really everything's broken here, while this would solve anything to burn, and it's going to be very hard to do something here without the quick tap, because even after this, after stacking it here and getting this air, this would be very high, and it's like 8 lines to burn. Of course it's really possible, but playing that high, I think it would be, I think it would be worth trying to get this quick tap here in this case. It would be very problematic to clear this, especially if S doesn't work here. And if it was to go here, I think this should be also okay, like relatively okay here. Now this should go here to get this L burn here, and then L comes here. It would be saveable, but after this it's game over. Okay, the next one. What's this? There isn't. It's a video issue, or yeah, I think yes. But I meant this point not being the full point. This is a maze trap, I think. Or at least it looks like a maze trap. And I don't like this. Here. Or here. There's no reason to change this horse, this controlled horse immediately. It's way more problematic than the one which was there a piece before. I mean here, this would be okay. This seems to be like there. This is J perfect, and this is J perfect. L makes this side closed, so I don't think it's a good placement to put this J here. But this should be okay again. I think it's another misrap. But if it's intentional, it's very like it should be okay, but setting up this third column well in this way just may not work. I mean, it's like this because this all must be filled before something gets more problematic, and but maybe it's okay. For sure I wouldn't play it because like this after burning this just board is totally clean, and this is free white, so it's this third column should set up itself or just get great pieces to burn, but without without anything to fill it, it's going to be just messy boards. For example, this Z here, this is also, this can be filled only by two pieces, and there's the like no good place to put J. I mean here after this Z here, J cannot go here. Here would be too high on the left. O cannot. Very few pieces would be able to go to the right. So I don't think. Yes, this is what happened. This is like very hopeful. Maybe they should go here, I think, in this case, by the way, because this seems to be more than a little issue. Oh. No. It must go here. Just using as much space as possible, because without something here, it's just it will be very high. And now this, without getting anything to fill this hole and no longer, of course, it may be really problematic to clean anything, because this is this hole is at the moment, it isn't both closed and open, it's just like it started out of nothing, because this is the whole. If this is filled, then it's okay, because something to burn it really should come, but with such left, it's there's a great chance this will turn out into a setup where this point is empty and this point is filled, I think. And then without this long bar, this would be, due to this being too high, this would be already virtually free high, so L is needed. And overall, creating an independency, there's such relatively clean option to avoid it, just cannot be good. So it shouldn't go here. In this case, L would come immediately. It's very lucky, and this very aggressive. The O was able you were able to get this O here. This is just totally helpful move. Totally helpful placement. Now without a long bar or something really great, it's game over. Totally piece dependent placement, this. No. It's just to the left, here or here. Not to create this hole on the right. It's very unpleasant here. takes a lot of this space on the right. And what's this? And this is already very... I'm not sure about this placement. Maybe I think it would be better to put it here or here, here or here. But this itself should be okay because the only risk is one line being closed. But this, I don't know what's this. It should go here, of course. It's another strange misdrop. It should go here, and you're in the pattern. Now, and with this misdrop, I think it's 95% game over. This L should go to the right, I think. But it shouldn't really matter in truth. If everything is that broken. And with this misdrop game over. Okay, the next one. Another totally helpful setup. I like to bring this long bar here and then building here in an opened way, and to every next long bar moves the potential wire to the right. So if it's one long bar, it's second column. If the second comes, this is still opened. I mean, there is opened stacked in this way, and there's no bar after putting the long bar here. And if the third long bar comes, then it's fourth column, and it usually works pretty nice, at least in case of surviving. But if it's played for lines already, at the moment, it's okay. There was something with that, I think. Yes, wrong dust. It's very important to practice this good dust maintaining all the time. I mean, maintaining good dust all the time. This such. I think there was no dust after this, by the way, and this is a very hopeful move again. I don't like this. I mean, if it's overall, I don't like this, but if there's zero lines, nothing to risk, then I think it might be theoretically the best option. But overall, if there would be some lines, some score, it's just very aggressive and piece dependent. It's another DAS issue. There was a chain reaction, I think. This is also very helpful. It's long bar or game over, but it's I think it's good because without the long bar it's already game over probably due to this, and this burn just doesn't burn. So it's alright trying to use this space to not only this to right side. But with this nobody's game over. I don't believe it would be cleared. Okay, the next one. There's nothing to say, it was already game over. Again, something was wrong with this, I think. Yes, at least it looks like something wasn't pure. Why not here? It's a dust, it's a misdrop. It asks to put it here, trying to create this very safe. I mean, very safe at the moment while here. But it looks like it's a misdrop, so I'm not sure. This is like already in burn way. If you knew there is no dust to bring it here, it's for sure very very good. You didn't try, but overall it should go here, I think. Because why to create anything like this if there's totally no need? Despite it's at the moment very clean, but this would be cleaner. It's another das issue. This cannot be put here. It it has ended the game. It must go here or here, but this seems to be better. There's the only option to play it is to burn these two lines in any way. There's a lot of options to burn, and then filling this left by waiting for something to go to the right. Of course, going to the right with the first L or a long bar. So this S goes here, and then anything. If L here, if J here, long bar here, and there shouldn't be problem any problem with surviving it if RNG is regular, if there's nothing bad in RNG. But even with a little bit with RNG that doesn't give those pieces, it still should be more than possible to survive this. And the next would be ZSTL. It goes here. ZSTL. It should be possible to survive. This is very nice but this isn't. This is very good to have this. This is already well here. I mean well stacking setup. So this long bar just goes here, fill in this space in an opened way. If there's an O, then this O goes here, and if there O is here, this can be the way it's opened can be changed to be opened in this way. And even if there are no pieces for a Tetris, it would be very unlucky if there are no pieces to stay clean. And I don't know what's this is like a chain reaction again of or there was, but it means the technique is there was no dust already. That means the technique is very bad. It's very important to practice having dust all the time, like literally all the time, even if it's movement by 1 point, 1 column. It gives a lot of rhythm. It just makes the game way easier. Yes, and it's again like total panic immediately. I don't know why it is so. Again, no dust. This should go here, of course. I don't know. There is nothing to see. This would be a little bit better here. I I think it's just played. The only objective is to get this 5,000 using a single and doubles, but uh, putting it here would make wouldn't change this hole. Would be just more clean. Because now I know it's a control hole, so there shouldn't be anything bad, but there's very clean, more clean, way more clean option to not to make it and to have everything in a great condition. But there shouldn't be any problems due to this, but this would be for sure more clean, or just simply better. For example, now if this O is put here, then this long bar goes here, L here, and this O, for example, here, and everything. There's this. It would be very hard to. There's almost no option of not burning these lines without huge technical mistakes. Okay, this cannot go here because it leaves this point open while this point filled, this point empty with while this point filled that high, and this there is a perfect place to put the O, so for sure it should go here. There's again something wrong with this, I think. Yes, there was. This was too late. It's very important to make such movements by das, like das all the time. And another misrep that creates a lot of problems. Now this, I think this T should go here to get, because after this, it's for high, so any burn here that allows this burn to be made makes it possible to survive, but objectively probably it would be the best to put the T here and then wait for something to burn this, maybe put it here, but for sure not here, to make something free white here. Yes, maybe this would be the best. But my first thought was to put it here and just wait on the right to get anything here. I mean, because after this, if the T is put here, there is an L, so the L goes automatically to the left. And even if it's a little bit messy, but you know what to do. Anything free white, J or T opens this. If there's Z to tag, then uh, this can be just cleaned. O can go to the left. There's a lot of space on the right. So in the worst case, after putting T here and this L here, it will be praying very clean on an easy burn setup without 3 lines, while everything is like perfect clear and a lot of space to wait. But after this, it also should be okay, but this doesn't seem to be. It's like already putting in this clear without this chance for this easy burns, because this cannot be burnt, this cannot be burnt. This already requires at least 2 pieces if there's no long burn, but hoping for this long burn just wouldn't work. So this doesn't seem to be as good as this, despite creating this hole with this point being filled. It's like getting into this free high, very clean free high pattern with a chance, with a pretty nice chance, I think, of making everything clear. While if there is a need to do this pattern, it's just totally down. Everything's totally clean and very easy. Great chance to create something for white. I think it would be just slightly better, but if this was the first thought, it also should be more than possible to survive. It goes above, but not in this way. Now you need an O piece here. It should go here. Then this J here or here, and slowly burning it. Maybe it turns out with this RNG it was better to put it in this way. Yes, because after this L here and this J here, everything should be relatively easy to clear. But after this, there is a need for something here. No, this place isn't ready due to this point being empty, and there's just like a lot of overall problems with the bird. And now this J should go here still. J here or here, next J here, I mean here, and then the second J here, or first here and second here, using this space on the right to wait for these pieces to fill this and this. After putting these J's here and here, I'm almost sure there must be pieces to at least burn these 2 lines. It would be crazy, wildly, unbelievably unlucky if there are no pieces to get these 2 lines. I don't believe it really can happen in this case. Like no chance to get 2 lines out of this bird with these 2 J's after putting them here and here, or here and here. And after this it still should be more than possible to clean, but not here because it's another too wide Just this right must be filled. Something must be one side really should be filled as fast as possible. At least, I mean, this one, at least this first piece should go to the side very early. There's no need to put it here. It's going to be opening it point by point. Filling this here makes no sense. I think I would put it. Of course, the first thought um, says to put it here because it's very seems to be very logical. But in this case, if it doesn't burn, and it doesn't burn, it would be better to put it here or here. I think this would be the best. Or if you knew there is just one line left, then why not here? Z here, and waiting for anything free white on the right, and it must come. Yes, it would be already here, and this J was creating 700k if that was the only objective. But if the objective is to clean it, I think it should go here. Then this S here, and slowly using as much of the space, waiting for an L or O, and opening it point by point. And there will be a need for T here after R, so but there's still a lot of space to wait. It's pretty good success rate if there's no technical mistake. And this, of course, the total blunder in every possible way. This LJ almost always cannot be put on the left in this way on PAL 19. There are very few cases when it's the best move, like really free high here and this field and such right. There's no, like really no place to put it, and somehow this doesn't work, but it's really almost, it almost never works. I mean, it's also when it's like one line is out of game, and for example like this one, like this line, and then this is here free high, and somehow there's, or I mean this is here very high, and this like the only chance is to put it here because this is such high to get OPs, to be able to get OPs here, but it's very rare, and almost always there's a different option which is probably better, I think, usually. Putting it here in this case it makes the board almost impossible to clear. Now it needs really, first of all, L in a way that burns, and then another L or a quick tap, and now it's 5 high, so there's almost no space in true. Like very little space in comparison to space while being 3 high here. Now for sure this and the 700k chance maybe, but I think it would be, if the 700k was an objective, it would be good to put it here. Maybe you have tried it. I think this would be really good, and to put, but then not here, then here, and waiting for anything to white to put here and get this one line there that is needed. Of course this L should go to the right here. And then this S maybe even here, because it's only one L needed, while this doesn't suit anything. The board is totally broken right now in true. So here and here I think. And another this couldn't go here. It's impossible. And now there's totally no burn possibility. Only a magical quick tap on L here somehow, or a long bar here. You still could have tried it. This T goes here, and filling this somehow and waiting for a horizontal long bar to the left. The only chance, the only practical chance to, of course, accept for this quick tap, but I don't believe it would be succeed here. For to get this 1-9, this horizontal long bar here. Okay, so that's everything for now, and if you want, give me more games, especially level 19 start games like this most casual games. I mean, not casual in this style I named casual, but just normal games. And this DAS is very, very important to have the DAS in this regular way all the time. Because without this, the rhythm is totally broken and it creates a lot of mistakes into everywhere. Well, I think this is everything for now. Thanks, bye.